The other thing you said, you could give him gas, but I've got like $4 or something like that in my wallet.
I'll give him 20. You gotta pay me back.
No, of course I pay you back.
Son of a bitch,
Oh, we're starting already?
Are we ready? Oh, hey, happy 2010. Happy New Year, folks. We are here tonight. Graham, what are we doing? We got an exciting new episode of Comic Book Geeks. I got my little sidekick here, Captain Greedy, Wonder Boy, Graham Solo. Say hi. Say hi. Hello. Hello. And we got our buddy from Gotham City is swinging down. Batman, the Caped Crusader. No substitutes.
This is not an ordinary Batman. This is a George Clooney lookalike, and he's done personal appearances as George Clooney and everything, and he's also very well known and very famous in the costume circles, and we'll go more into that.
And other circles too.
After these words.
After these words. You know, a lot of people say things about Batman. You know, what comes to mind when you think about Batman?
He's a creature of the night.
I think he's crazy
about comics.
But they call me a comic book geek. I never set limits on what man can achieve, so they call me a comic book geek. I love and beauty and what philosophers say, but I'm a comic book geek. Don't call me a loser, 'cause I'm a comic book geek. 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 I want to live in a world of adventure. I want to have the seas of immortality. I want to move across the limits of imagine, past the limits of believe that we can be beyond the limits of human. That's why they call me a geek. Oh, well, a comic book geek. I love a comic book geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek. Geek, 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 geek. Well, I'm a comic book geek.
Is the kid okay on the show? Is Graham okay?
Yeah.
You know what Chris says? Whatever we want.
I like this New Year's resolution you got, Chris.
Yeah.
It's good.
We'll see how you feel about it when you see the show.
Oh, there we go. He got negative on us.
Yeah, don't be passive aggressive with your New Year's resolution, all right?
New Year's resolutions are so hard.
All right.
Jeez, I think
mine so far.
wish my wife knew how to sew.
Did she sew that?
No, of course not. Shit, she doesn't even cook for me.
Well, did you sew it?
Are we doing it again?
No, we're back from commercials. People just saw some
Okay.
commercials.
We are back, and I'd like to introduce our guest.
We should get going on this because we have a lot to talk about tonight. We got Batman, the Caped Crusader. Let's give it up.
Come on in, Batman.
Give it up for the Batman.
Folks, how you doing? How you doing?
Good.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for swinging in.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me. How you doing?
Wonder Boy.
Sorry. How you doing?
Good. You've
Mr. Grady?
given one instruction. You were supposed to flare your costume right here.
He did.
Now you flared it over there.
Well, we can do
I'm
that.
very particular about these things. You ready to start?
I'll let you
got a lot of
start.
questions. Okay. Max has been, he's been Batman. Has been at my store a few times, and he's done a lot of personal
Have an ethical,
appearances.
yeah.
He always did a really good job with me. He usually came with Superman, and the very, very famous Superman, Chris
Dennis.
Chris Dennis. And I guess we could start off the questions by.
I don't think we have time to beat around the bush. I think we
Well,
got to
let's not
go
beat
in.
around
We
the
got
bush.
to.
Okay,
Let's not beat around the bush.
Okay, last time I talked to Chris, I said, can you give me Max's, I didn't realize I still had Max's number, I mean Batman's number. So I say, can you give me Batman's number?
You actually didn't. You don't need his number. You just pick up that red phone that you have in the basement, and it goes to direct line, right?
Yeah, right. I forgot about that.
Graham didn't like that joke.
And now I lost my train of thought here. Okay, so he said. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, you lost your mic, too. Hold on.
Yeah.
I got it. Don't worry.
So he said, what? You're not. He says, I won't be on the same show with him. He said, he threatened to burn my house down. He said, when my wife and I were going to get married, and we went all the way to Metropolis, Missouri or something, Illinois?
Metropolis, Illinois, I think.
Metropolis, Illinois, and he was going to come there we were worried every moment because he was going to sabotage the wedding. He said he was going to fly out there just to sabotage the wedding. He's killed 3 or 4 people, and he said he would burn my house down. I said, well, God, Max used to do personal appearances with you guys. He was always great. I thought he was really nice.
Now, one of those things was false.
One of those stories was not. Well, Max, we
yeah, 3 or 4 people. It was 2.5. One of them was the little midget guy, and he didn't count, right? So, yeah.
Now,
no,
I thought it was so funny. I'm going to let you talk in a second, too. That Superman would be terrified of Batman. I just had this image in my mind, and he was really scared. And he just said, I won't go on the show. Well, I just really wanted to have you on the show. And
I guess the thing is, we want to know is why. What happened?
Well, just like Superman, you know how Superman is. It's all about Superman, and so it just got to the point where, it was just too much about Superman, and and so he was just doing secret things behind my back,
like turning into Clark Kent or what?
Well, no, just playing that two-faced double thing that he does.
Can we be specific?
Specific?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, more or less, he had me thrown in jail. If you want to be that specific,
that's a start. Wow.
That's enough to
The accusation being
accusation, and it was just accusations. Plus, he was just saying bad rumors that wasn't true. And he was just spreading real bad things, and of course ended up.
You and Robin were getting together. Do you want to be specific about the rumors?
Okay, well, let me see. One was I was a heroin addict.
Okay.
The other one that I was having gay tendencies.
Gay tendencies.
Okay,
They don't lock people up
of course,
for that.
Robin
We're
was
in
involved in
California.
that one. So, and just things like that. Just whatever.
What are gay tendencies? I think you have a lot of gay tendencies, but what is a gay? Either you're gay or you're not. What's a tendency?
Well, secretly being gay. How's that? Yeah.
Is that a crime?
No, I guess not in this country, since
Huh.
I think we got to go.
Hey, to each
go
his
to
own.
commercial.
Why do we have to go to commercial? This is just getting warm. The hot tub is just heating up.
Do
here.
what he says, okay?
Not what he does.
He's a director.
Oh, did he say commercial?
He said.
I think
I know he's making a lot of signals. I can't see.
You want us to go to a commercial, or?
Yes, okay.
Let's go to a clip.
We'll be right back.
It's Geoffrey's Comics, the coolest and longest-running comic store in the South Bay. We have the best selection of graphic novels in all of Southern California. We've got action figures priced as low as $2.95. We have an amazing selection of old and rare comics for the collector, and comics as low as 20 cents each. Buying Geoffrey's comic books will make you stronger than Superman, brainier than Batman, and greener than Green Lantern. And remember, Geoffrey's Comics is happy to buy your old comics as well.
Okay, that's enough! Enough! The police are on their way, Batman! That's
We are back from wherever we were, and we were getting a little ahead of ourselves. We're back here with Max Batman. What's your last name, Max?
Actually, Allen.
Max Batman Allen. And we were talking about your relationship with Superman, but instead of focusing on the bad things, how did you wind up being Batman, what was the road that got you from there to here? You know, back then.
Come down. Actually, no. I moved out here in '87 from Texas. Pretty much just kind of was in San Diego for a long while. Got into security again. Moved up here into Hollywood to do the acting thing, and that's when I met Superman Chris. And,
What year was that?
Let me see. That would have had to be about the year 2001.
Okay.
What made you decide to be Batman?
Chris, actually, we met at a look-alike kind of documentary, and of course I was playing Clooney then, the Dr. Douglas Ross from ER. Okay, so I was in Scrubs, and he said, you know, that Clooney had played Batman. Why don't you turn to Batman? And boom, and that was it. So me and Chris kind of hooked up together.
Like not in a gay tendency way.
Oh, not a gay, not, you know.
Right. You're really a great Batman, man. Your look is perfect. You're really, really handsome and everything. But what happened to your tooth? You weren't missing a tooth when I saw you last.
Well, okay. You know how much I look so much like Clooney. Okay.
So ain't that the tooth?
You knocked out one of your teeth. So
no, actually, I was in Hollywood, dressed very nice, suit and stuff, and about 5 gangbangers thought I was George Clooney. So they decided to see how much money Clooney had, and of course, we got into it.
You think they were disappointed?
Well, the stress of my disappointment was a little more than they could handle. Yeah.
Oh, did you take them out?
Pretty much. I mean, I lost a tooth, but I kept my money.
How many of them were there?
5.
Now, are you telling us the tooth?
This is true.
Okay.
The tooth.
Well, how did you beat up 5
joke
guys?
there.
They didn't have guns. They were strong.
No, they did. Yeah, they were just trying to strong arm it.
Now, you know jiu-jitsu and shit, right?
Right.
You must know.
Actually, kung fu and taekwondo is the ones that I.
Did you use that in fighting these
guys?
Yeah.
Could be better in a movie. I would love to see that.
Awesome.
I mean,
it
started out good, but then, of course, I lost somebody behind me, and then that's where this came about. Yeah.
That's what happens a lot of times in movies too. They take everybody out, but then somebody.
Right.
But usually, like with the big actors, they wind up losing a tooth back here. You know, like they don't like if it was in a movie.
So why don't you get it fixed?
You know, after that, I just said, you know, no more Clooney thing. So
that's ridiculous.
You know, so I didn't fix it. I actually grew the hair down to here.
It's good, yeah.
This is my version of Clooney and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? It's the kind of country hit kind of like.
Does your wife like it?
No, she does. But, you know, I am getting fixed. I do have an appointment.
Well, I think it's important.
Well,
I think you should have a tooth out.
You should take all your teeth out.
Oh, right.
All your teeth come out, don't they?
Yeah, let me pull them out.
Pull out your teeth and put your gums right down here, because I always wanted one of those, you know?
No, I think it would add character.
Gay tendencies. What we were saying about that? Okay, here we are.
Yeah,
so you were in securities before you were an actor.
Not securities. He's not a banker.
You're
okay? Security.
You were in Texas? Is that what you did?
Yeah, no. Actually, no. In Texas, I did security.
Okay.
Did bodyguarding. Did
anybody famous or?
No, just pretty much executives, just like business executives.
Oh, wow.
I was doing bodyguarding and we'd be a chauffeur, bodyguard, and drive them around town and whatever they wanted. So, and then I worked with the company then, and when I moved out of that, I came here. So.
Cool. And then you were Batman for a while. Superman encouraged you to become Batman.
Right.
Any regrets there?
Only with Superman. Okay. Yeah. Other than that, if it wasn't other than Superman, I'd have no regret.
Yeah. Well, but I guess my one. What you want? Am I talking?
I love you. We'll be right back.
We'll be back.
We got to do the guy who pays us. A little commercial.
This is what television is really about, boys and girls.
Geoffrey's Comics is located at 15900 Crenshaw in Gardena, directly across from El Camino College. We have over 1,000 graphic novels. We have over 500 new comic titles. Our video section contains over 500 rare nostalgic DVDs, classic entertainment for all ages. This is our kids' comic section. We have a large toy selection. This is our statue section. Our older comics are all great investments. We have comic books as cheap as 4 for $1, going up over thousands of dollars. At Geoffrey's, the magic never stops. We live comics, we love comics, we are comics.
Oh, good.
More stories.
Now, what were you saying about cussing on this show?
You can say whatever you want.
Oh, we got to get to that one now. You go.
We are back with Max Batman Allen right here. Also the star of Confessions of a Superhero. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
Well, what was the experience working on that film? By the way, I will say I think it was a great documentary. I think the final product is good. It does paint a picture of you, and we'll talk about that too. But
oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's not exactly the picture that I was hoping for. I mean, it was a great documentary and everything, but it wasn't exactly all true. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, it was a lot of editing in there that wasn't.
Was there a lot of omission,
right.
like sort of guilt by omission? I think.
Well, kind of, yeah.
They painted you, because I haven't seen it in a long time, but as a person with problems, maybe serious problems?
Serious stuff.
Say something specifically about what that is, because I don't remember.
There was one when I was talking about my past, and they actually edited 3 sentences together to make it look like I was saying something completely different.
You said you killed somebody or something in a therapy session.
Well, okay, now wait a minute. That part may be true.
Oh, that wasn't edited.
Killed somebody in a therapy session.
No.
Okay,
no. The thing was, I did have a very dark past, but I was never a hitman.
Is that the thing that they edited together?
Wasn't even close.
Why does Superman think you killed 3 people?
Well, no, that's.
How many people have you killed?
Let's not get into that one. Okay, let's just get into that. Let's just get into it's a very dark past. We won't get into.
Okay, but nobody that didn't deserve it, right?
That's true. See, all the guy. See, it's kind of I had, but they were all bad. Okay.
Right. Well,
did you use your fist or a gun?
Well, gun
or a knife.
Gun. Explosives, whatever.
Now, was it all in America, or was it like some of it?
No,
in
it was
Vietnam?
actually technically speaking, it was in Mexico. So yeah,
okay.
it was just on the other side of the border.
There's a lot of people that get killed in Mexico.
Okay,
a lot of people get like to
yeah, I
this
guess
day.
they're used to it.
When was the last time you killed somebody? Because now I'm curious. That wasn't one of my questions, but.
87.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
87.
So you're rehabilitated. That was the
There
hardest
was there was a reason I fled from Texas very quickly. Yes.
Okay, awesome. Now, when you say technically Mexico, Texas technically used to be part of Mexico. Is that what you mean?
No, actually it was.
Right.
It was it was Mexico. It was over the south end of the border. So.
Okay. Do you feel like personally you have any sort of empathy with Batman? I mean, do you feel like you are a part of? Because that's what I got out of the movie was Superman
actually,
really
yeah.
is a real life embodiment of Superman, and you're kind of like this dark, brooding.
When if you actually watch Confusions of a Stupid Hero, it really is okay. The only one that actually looks good in it is Joe. Because if you look at Chris is just way out there. He's just a Superman fanatic to the point where it's stupid. Mm-hmm. Okay, Wonder Woman, he made her look like a basket case because she's going through the marriage and everything else, and there's even a point where she cries. Mm-hmm. And of course, me, I just look like the total psycho, which is back past of mafia, the whole bit. Mm-hmm. And the other one that actually looks sane is Joe.
Who is Joe?
Joe is the Hulk. Joe McQueen.
Joe's the Hulk.
Okay.
He was the only and actually he may have a temper, but in the you never really see it in the movie.
So the movie not really the most favorable depiction, or as Superman likes to call it, depiction of Max. Have you talked to the director since then, or have you seen him? Is he alive still?
Me and the director, we don't get along. Now legally, we try not to say anything bad about each other.
Mm-hmm. Is there like a restraining order or something?
Pretty much.
Really, with the director and you?
Just a gag order between each other.
You are an internet sensation, and that's.
Yeah.
I saw you being handcuffed and put in the police car, and that's another great kind of juxtaposition is Batman being arrested by the police, and we got to get a story behind the adventure there.
Yeah, what happened there?
That was pretty much, it was, God, some guys, they had a bathroom there, okay? It wasn't marked, so I went in then to use it. They tried to push it over on top of me, okay? So as I jumped out, they wanted to start a fight over it.
Who is they?
It was the Carpenters Union were having a strike, okay? So all these carpenters were sitting there striking. So I used their bathroom, and they wanted to beat me down because of it, and that's where the argument started. Now, if you watch the Jimmy Kimmel thing, they said I was irate. But if you watch me, I'm calm the whole time. But they arrested me anyway.
The one I saw, you're kind of doing some kind of stomp sort of thing around. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Okay. What happened was I had two carpenters try to beat me up. Then some undercover policeman, she came over and threatened to beat me up. So I said, fine. I took my cape off, drew a line out of the thing, and said, hey, what y'all got? And that's when the police rolled up.
You like people messing with you. I understand that.
5 police cars.
But,
Okay.
So they arrest you as Batman, but then I heard that Grauman's Chinese would not allow you to come back as Batman after that.
Right. It's been 3 years now, restraining order, not to go into Hollywood.
So it's about to expire.
When does it expire?
Let me see, 5/15 to 2010 this year, 4 months. 4 months from today, in fact. 4 months
We should do like a big party on. We could take.
ABC wants to come out. ABC, because you remember ABC's the one that caught me as I was arrested. Now they want to do it as I'm coming back out.
But we're going to talk about that when we come back from break.
Oh wow!
There's so many breaks on this show.
It's Geoffrey's Comics, the coolest and longest-running comic store in the South Bay. We have the best selection of graphic novels in all of Southern California. We've got action figures priced as low as $2.95. We have an amazing selection of old and rare comics for the collector, and comics as low as 20 cents each. Buying Geoffrey's comic books will make you stronger than Superman, brainier than Batman, and greener than Green Lantern. And remember, Geoffrey's Comics is happy to buy your old comics as well.
And Batman's going to be making his return to the streets of Hollywood. I have one other thing I wanted to clear up. So was there ever an incident involving Jimmy Kimmel and hamburgers and you being invited to burgers and then not invited, and then you were going to borrow a gun from somebody and shoot Jimmy Kimmel?
Well, I'll tell you what, Superman could just blow everything out of my... No, okay. No, what happened was...
It was hot dogs.
It was hot dogs.
That's a superpower.
What happened is they had a whole bunch of us, okay? So they were going to cut it down. And, of course, me and Joe got cut off. Now, of course, Joe is he's real big with his temper, even more than I am.
So he does have a bad temper.
Yeah, so I knew that Joe had a gun. So what I did is I called Joe and said, give me your gun because I don't want you doing anything stupid. Okay? Well, Chris got a hold of it and thought that I wanted to borrow the gun to shoot Jimmy Kimball. No, I was trying to take the gun to save Jimmy Kimball, not to shoot Jimmy Kimball.
Right, okay.
I'm not the one that I was worried about. See, I'm telling you, Chris just blew everything out of proportion.
Cool. Well, I'm glad we cleared that up. Do you still talk to Joe?
Oh, yeah, we're still great friends.
How's he doing?
Doing very well.
Cool.
He's doing good. He's doing good.
Yeah. We've got all the juicy
So what do you, well, this was a juicy episode. You feel juicy? Why don't you take your mask off? You look a little hot. Let's see what the man behind the mask
Well, like
is.
I said, I was trying to get rid of the Clooney thing. So
You look now you look like Patrick Swayze.
that's Adrian Paul from Highlander. That's another one I get. Yeah.
I see that too.
Yeah.
You ever do any signings or anything?
Not anymore. Not anymore. Not since I was trying to grow the hair and lost a tooth. No Clooney things, no nothing. That's fine with me.
Yeah. Well, I will say, as Superman, I don't have the experiences that you had with Superman. He's always been really nice to me, and I thought you guys made a good couple. I remember once we
did. We used to.
You guys made a good couple. We got.
They would always come together.
They always come together. We got stoned. We got
Superman
stoned in
doesn't have a car.
parking lot at Jeffrey's one time. Where you guys were doing 24-hour comic day or free comic day, and
not me.
No.
Some happened. Just even in, I've got a couple comics where actually Batman and Superman actually fight.
Yeah.
And the reason is because of, believe it or not, that Superman turned Batman into more or less the cops. It was kind of funny.
In the comics?
In the comics, I have the comic book.
Wow.
Yeah. It's the one. In fact, it's the one you gave me. I got it from your comic book
Now,
store.
do you have, if you could say one thing you miss about hanging out with Superman, what would it be? 3 things.
That I miss, three things that I miss about hanging.
Yeah.
One, you always made me look good. Okay? Thank you very much. 2, it was easy to be smarter than you.
Let's not be passive aggressive. 3 genuine things that you miss about hanging out with Superman.
I don't know. I kind of miss. No, the one thing I do miss about hanging out with is that we were at. I mean, when we first came out, we hit the ball. We were the bomb, dude.
You guys both look totally authentic.
Totally authentic, and we were the bomb.
Nobody
We
looks any
made
better
so
than you
much
two.
money. We used to have a ring around us that was incredible. So
Yeah.
that's one thing I miss about Chris, being the number one. We used to be the number one. So.
Because there's okay, we gotta wind it up.
Batman, it's an honor.
Sure.
Glad to finally have you here to clear up the facts, the rumors, the myths, and the truths. I mean, what was amazing was some of the stuff that we'd heard actually was true.
Yeah.
Like, who would have thought? But dude, we'll do this again, man.
Right on. Yeah. Very good.
And they can find you on Facebook, right?
Find me on Facebook.
What's your name, Batman?
Just look for Maxwell Allen, and then you'll find it right there.
Cool. All right.
So,
Guys,
And we want to thank Chris for our excellent director, and Raphael, our cameraman.
Wow.
Chris has doubled
He's
as
just gonna be in
director.
the audience or something.
And Ram, who
Ram.
is helping us in the editing department.
Maxwell
The
bleeds
show looks
to
a little
death on the
different
show.
this time. It's because of Ram and
And
Raphael.
just keep watching.
Chris. Just keep watching. Stick around. It's about to get better.
Have to give it.
It is? Is it still going on?
It's almost over.
I thought it was over. It is over.
I think it's
It is
over.
over.
It is over.
Max, you made it, dude. We made it. I should say we made it.
Yeah,
you didn't shoot either of us.
Me and Max been here for a while. Well, I knew what time you were coming. You came on time. I suspected Chris earlier, but he's always here on time. I thought, gee, I'm going to do all this work and he won't like the setup, but he said it was good. Cool. So,
I like
everything
Chris's
worked
new
out.
leaf he's turned. He's just agreeable.
We should make him say good show.
You say good show, Chris.
He can start doing that.
Thanks for watching this exciting episode of Comic Book Fanatics, folks. If you guys really liked it, tune in tomorrow to see the same one. What the fuck is that, man?
These are like flying sounds. And if you want to mail us a letter, and we like it, we're gonna read it next show.
Even if we don't like it, if you got something to say, let us know. Because how do we know if you don't know how to tell us? So you can send fan mail
See you next month.
to
Geoffrey's
Geoffrey's
Comics, 15900
Crenshaw Boulevard.
Gardena, 90249.
Yes, sir. Bye now.
cave. Oh, it's Captain Greedy.
Wonder Boy.
Hey, folks, welcome back to Comic Book Fanatics. We are
Crazy. Fuck that. You're supposed to talk Comic Book Geeks.
I know.
You're supposed to do the introduction.
I know, dude.